Now that your gratitude is set, now that your intentions are set for the day, I want to talk to you about your conversations, right? I want to talk to you about your conversation because here's the truth. Right now in this season, it's very important who you let speak into your life. It's very important how you even speak into your life. During this time right now where a lot of people are operating from a fear standpoint, you have to make sure that you are rooted in your faith. You have to make sure that you're operating only from a place of faith. And sometimes that fear conversation, that lack conversation, that less than conversation, that can get into your mind and that can really begin to deter the mind frame that you were initially in. So I want to talk to you about the importance of guarding your conversations on today. Right? I want to talk to you about the importance of guarding your conversations on today and ask yourself a very simple question. Who am I speaking with as of lately? Who am I conversing with as of lately? And how do I feel when I get off the phone with them? How do I feel when I get off of FaceTime with them? How do I feel after they send me that voice message or I receive a voicemail from them or whatever the case is? Because there's going to be some conversations that do serve you in this season, but for the most part, there's going to be a lot of conversations that are not going to serve you in this particular season. Because everybody isn't invested into your growth. Everybody isn't excited that you're taking this thing to the next level. Everybody isn't excited that you're getting your walk together. Everybody isn't excited that you're looking to change everything about yourself. Everybody isn't excited that you're out here banging, hey, I'm a part of the #1 faith-based investment group. That's a lot of people, including the devil, that aren't excited about that, right? So there's going to be distractions that'll be coming to you, and you'll be taking a look at your situation and be like, man, why is this happening to me? But the reality is you have to identify who is really invested into me, right? Who is really invested into me? Who's really invested into my good? Who's really invested into me becoming a better person, me taking my life and everything about my life to the next level? And those are the people that you want to make sure that you're speaking to on an everyday basis. You can take it a step further and you can identify your financial independence level. You know, everybody on this call, you know, you're here for a reason, a season. You have a particular goal in mind. You know, you want to be able to retire. You want to be able to help your loved ones retire as well. So who's helping me get on track to that? And not just monetary, not just who's helping me make the money, but who's putting me in the correct mind frame in order to go out there and make that happen for my family. Who's believing in me? Who's speaking life into my situation? Who's lifting me up when there's days where I feel like I'm less than, you know, when there's days that I feel like I'm not more than enough. Who's in my corner to lift me up and say, hey, it's time for you to get up. It's time for you to shake that off, right? Exactly. Who's adding value to my life? And I want you to think about that. You know, these motivational calls are meant to add value to your life every single day, right? Your upline, whoever brought you into this business, they're looking to help add value to your life every single day, whether it's upline or not, right? Because I'm looking to add value to everybody on this call, whether it's a financial interest or not, because I understand what comes from that, right? I understand what comes from that. So you want to really answer that on today, and you want to have an answer before we get off of this call. Who's really invested into me, right? Because for a lot of people on this call, I'm sorry to let you know, but there's going to be a season of separation that you're going to be entering into right now. And there's going to be some people that you really love and that you really care about, but they might not be able to go with you on this particular journey. You may be able to grow and come back and get them. There's a lot of people that will not be able to go with you on this particular journey. Charles says it all the time. Everybody can't go, right? Everybody can't go. Everybody's not meant to go, right? Everybody's not meant to make that shift. And that's why on the right side of money, it's a 5 percentile, right? And that's why it's a 95 percentile that remain on what I like to call the left side, to where there's no leverage for themselves and for everybody that they care about. So in order for you to really make that shift, you have to understand that you're different. Let me take a look at how many people are on this call, right? 32 people on this call. I want to help you understand that you're different. You're on this call because you're different. You're on this call because it's something about you that brought you to this opportunity. It's something about the person that invited you that brought you to this opportunity. And God is ready to make a move in your life. right? He's ready to shift some things in your life. He's ready to thrust you. He's ready to take your situation to the next level and use the story and use everything that happened to you prior to for his glory. But but the one thing that may be in the way is you. Why is that? Because you're allowing people to speak death into your life, to speak death into your situation. And why do we do that? Sometimes we do that because we just care about people. You know, I had to realize very quickly that there's people that I loved near and dear, but there were particular times in my life where I had to cut them off. They may or may not understand, but you're on here because you have a purpose. You're on here because you're going to be responsible for changing thousands or millions of people's lives. And I know I'm not speaking to everybody, but if you receive that, drop a fire emoji in the chat, right? If you receive that, you're the one, you're the chosen one in your family that is going to be helping people see the light, so to speak. You have to understand there's going to be challenges. You have to understand that the devil's going to send people that are very close to you to knock you off your game, right? You're going to understand that there's going to be people that are very close to you, right, that are going to be speaking death into your situation. I'm talking about very close. And you really have to identify that, because for some people, it may be your mom, right? For some people, it may be your grandparents. For some people, it may be that coworker that you made it a point to come to work with your positive mental attitude, and all they have is negative to say. You have to identify those things. And I'm not speaking from theory, right? I'm not speaking from theory. I had to cut my mom off for a whole year and some change. I just started back talking to my mom the other day, right? Because I understood at that particular time, I needed to guard my conversations, and the conversation that we were having were not serving me. So am I telling you to cut off people that you love? You're going to have to make that decision on your own. But either way, there's a way that you're going to have to go about guarding your conversations. Maybe you decide to limit it and say, okay, I used to talk to Mom Dukes for 30 minutes. Now I talk to her for 5, right? I used to talk to my homegirl for an hour, right? Now she got 7 minutes. She got 7 minutes to give me whatever it is that she needs to give me, and I'm on to the next call, right? And I'm on to the next call, and it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, but when you're called to a certain purpose, it's not meant to be easy. I remember, just to kind of let you in my world real quick before I let you guys go. I remember that year when I was like, nah, I gotta cut this off, and not reaching out on birthdays, not reaching out on holidays and stuff like that. And it was crushing me, right? But I knew for the livelihood of my family, I knew for the livelihood of the people that I was called to help, that I was called to bless, that I needed to guard my conversations at that particular time. And you're gonna have to do the same exact thing, right? You're gonna have to do the same exact thing. You only need to be speaking about elevation and getting what it is that you want, getting what God called you to get, right? So who's invested into you? I know I am. I know Charles is. I know Javon is. I know Paris is. Right? I know whoever sent you the link for this particular call. I know they are. Right? So you have to identify who's invested into me in this season. Right? Who can I allow to speak to me in this season? And then where am I going to get my cup filled? And I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Where am I going to get my cup filled in this season? Because as I'm guarding my conversations, I also have to be making sure that I'm growing myself, that I'm taking myself to the next level, that I'm taking my leadership ability to the next level. I'm taking my spirituality to the next level. So I have to identify that voice, right? That's going to help me do exactly that. That's going to help me do exactly that. And again, you can choose not to listen to me, right? But I'm not coming from theory. I'm coming from 100% truth on today. And once you get the chance to experience that release, right? Once you get a chance to experience that freedom, you will wish that you made those moves sooner, you will wish that you made those conversations or cut those conversations off even sooner. Because again, it's not about you. You have to think about the people that will be impacted negatively if you don't do this. You have to think about the people that may not get saved if you don't do this. You have to think about the people that may never have an opportunity for financial freedom if you don't do this. This is serious business on today, right? It's a serious business on today. So make it a point to guard your conversations. Make it a point to identify on today who's actually invested into me, who's actually invested into my well-being, and who's not. Who's the person that sneak dissing when I'm coming to them with good news. Let me share this with you for real, and I'm done for real. There's a lot of good news in this season that you're gonna have to keep to yourself. It's not gonna be for the socials, right? It's not gonna be for Telegram, right? It's not gonna be for your mom, your dad, your best friends, or something like that. It's gonna be a lot of good news that you're gonna have to keep to yourself, right? There's gonna be a lot of good things that are taking place that the moment you begin to speak about it to other outside forces, the blockades will come, the resistance will come, and you're wondering, man, I just saw good getting ready to take place in my life, and now why am I seeing, or why am I receiving a certain level of resistance? It's because you opened up your those doors, that blessing, to people that had nothing to do with it. And again, they don't want to see you take it to the next level. So what are they going to try to do? Sabotage it. It's spiritual warfare right now, and you have to be aware of that. Everybody's not for you. They may smile on your face, but they're not for you. So on today, make it a point to guard your conversations. Make it a point to identify who's invested in me, who's not. Get an answer for that tonight. Who's actually helping me get to the next level spiritually, mentally, physically, right? What am I saying about myself? Am I speaking that I'm handsome? Am I saying that I'm beautiful? Am I saying that everything that I touch turns to gold? What exactly am I saying to myself? And let's make this thing happen, man. So Kingeze cut the check, signing out. Drop a 50 chairman traders in the Telegram chat. I look forward to everybody's success, and I'm going to see you guys at the beach, at the bank, on a trading later tonight.